Okay, imagine increasing your casting distance using braid, all right? Also imagine casting braid with all of your might and not receiving a painful braid cut. I mean, almost all of us have been to that. I'm sure it doesn't feel very good. Now, is this fact or fiction? It's a fact. 6 years ago, I started using a Breakaway Canon on my dunking and casting rigs. Right here is the original Breakaway Canon. And I was hitting, I guess, average 60 to 80 yards on a cast, just playing it safe. Hey, but now that I'm using a Breakaway Canon, I started averaging around 100 yards. And the benefits, my timing and style got better. And my fish count started to increase because I was able to get to farther distances from shore that I couldn't do before. I would say the best thing about this, it boosted my confidence. I had more confidence in my abilities as a fisherman to get my baits out there or to get my plugs further from shore. Now recently, one of my very good friends, Mark Gonsalves, gave me a hint. He said that do not mount the casting cannon directly right here. Now, if you follow the instructions, you're supposed to mount your casting cannon from the reel here, directly right here, to the edge of the spool over here. But he told me to side mount it, which means you can do one of two ways. See how I hold it here? That's side mounted. It's on this side of the rod, or I can mount it on the opposite side of the rod. So, I tried it. And you know what? He told me this years ago. He's 100% correct. It's not in the instructions, but side mounting, I was able to release the trigger faster. It just, everything acted so smooth like it was meant to do that. So I've been doing that in a lot of my videos, going plugging, or most of the time was dunking, which is casting baited lines. I was able to get much farther using braid, and I'm gonna tell you, it's just a win-win situation. So I would suggest doing what my friend did: side mount that Breakaway Canon. Now, when I started to buy these were like 5-6 years ago. The price was high. I think it was in the, I don't know, upper 20s. I'm not too sure. But since then, a lot of copycat models have come out, virtually identical to this one. The prices come way down. But I bought enough of them at the beginning, so I have enough. I think I have 6 or 7. That's more than enough. So my favorite rods, like this is one of my favorite rods here, my PCH rod. I just keep it permanently on that rod because most of the time I use braid anyway. Okay, this is exactly how the line is coming off. Right here, the braided line's coming off. So what you do is you wrap it around the knob here. So what you do is you expose the knob, wrap it around, hold it. That's it. Just have to hold it. When you release. Now, what I do when I use heavier rigs, it doesn't tell you this. When I use heavier rigs, like say if I'm using a lure that's more than 4 ounces, I'm casting over 8 ounces of lead. What I do is I'll wrap it twice. So I'll go around once, twice, and then I'll hold on to it. When I'm ready to cast, that's all you have to do. As long as this knob here is clean of any rust or corrosion, you can do that. So if you do get a knockoff copy, just make sure that it's made out of stainless steel so it won't rust up or corrode. Because if it does, it's not going to be any good to you. Now for me, if I have to buy more, I'm still going to buy it from the original company, because the original company has lowered the price because of all the cheap knockoffs out there. And the reason I will still buy from the original company is because I'm an entrepreneur myself, and I support original thinking and innovation. Thank you.
I also use electrical tape over tie straps to attach it, because tie straps will dig into your fingers at certain pressure points. I prefer the electrical tape.